The USA Archery 2020 US Open is brought to you by True Ball and Excel and Matthews. Also brought to you by PSC Archery, Hoyt Archery, Black Eagle Arrows, and Elite. Welcome back to Richmond, Virginia, the 2020 U.S. Open for USA Archery. As we are winding down our gold medal matches, the ends of 3 days of competition started out with the 136th USA Archery Target Nationals, which crowned its own national champion, and then we took those scores from 2 days of 72 arrow matches, ranked everyone, and then they shot single round eliminations today for the U.S. Open. A tournament which anyone can come on out and shoot, become a USA Archery member and grab a bow and come on out and compete, and you can stand shoulder to shoulder with some of the best in the world, including the guy sitting next to me. I'm Greg White, and with me is Braden Galantine, as we are preparing for the Recurve Senior Women, and you can see that the officials out on the field have made a change to our field of play.
Right, we're now shooting 70 meters on a 122 centimeter target. As far as the dynamics of 50 meters, 80 centimeter versus, 70 meter, 122, the 10 rings seems the same size to the archer. But we've got a distinction between that, and yeah, we're good to go. If our archers do go to a tie after the 5 ends, we'll be shooting a single arrow shoot off. If both athletes shoot a 10 on the first arrow, we go to a second arrow, which will be straight, close to the center.
And our archers for this match, for the gold medal match, have taken to the field, and our 6th place qualifier is a veteran to this Recurve Senior Women. Erin Mickelberry will be competing against Alex Zuelta. So Alex Zuelta, 21 years old, out of Florida, who's recently, and I mean recently, moved to Georgia to attend college, and moved into her place on Friday and then drove straight here.
Oh wow, that's exciting.
And she was our number 8 qualifier, was Alex Zuelta.
Okay, perfect.
Yeah, and you'll see her name come up as Alexandria Zuelta Visser there, but she likes to go by Alex Zuelta. And Erin Mickelberry, of course, legend. So that's the way Alex registered. That's why we get those names from USA Archery, but
getting her spotting scope dialed in.
Very interesting in talking to this young woman, 21 years old, about her future. And, it's very interesting, Braden, because in a way she's torn between what normal life has to offer, meaning I should go to school, I should get an education, I should do these things that people want me to do, but her real passion lies in archery and what she wants to accomplish. And although she's been coming to this competition for 9 straight years, her 3rd year in the senior category, she's completely and utterly surprised to be in the gold medal match.
Yeah, it's incredible to, 3 years in the senior division to already be competing with the best in the world, and I'm excited for her. Like you said, it's a crazy time in her life where she's going to go into college, and she's got so many expectations and, things going on where it's great to have archery as a fail-safe, as something to fall back on and enjoy and have such an amazing experience over the summer.
So if you are joining us for the first time, this is the gold medal match for the Recurve Senior Women, and you may have seen this archer, Erin Mickelberry, who is going to set us off first, but you might wonder where some of our top women are. It was very tricky conditions this morning in competition, and this is what match play, single round eliminations is all about. I think when you start the day in single round eliminations, every single archer has a chance. So there's an 8-7 liner.
Right, sports aren't competed on paper, so.
True, 100%.
Good comeback for Erin there with a 9.
Good group. You can see Alex's eyes kind of moving back and forth. I wonder if she's maybe looking...
Double checking string alignment. things like that. The recurve archers don't have a peep sight like the compound do, so they tend to line up their string along the riser or on the outside of the sight. So she's probably just being aware of that, or possibly checking the clock.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it definitely looks like with that small eye movement, maybe the alignment. Ooh, good shot.
Right, so that puts her at 25 to Erin's 23, and she'll pick up 2 set points. One step closer to a championship.
I can't impress upon you how awesome it was to speak with this young athlete this morning, Alex Zuelta, and just, you know, when I asked her what would this gold medal mean to you if you could win it, and what she said was, I don't even know how to put it into words, is what she was saying to me. And then as she thought about it more, she kind of said, look, it would be kind of a justification for all the ups and downs that archery brings, that archery has brought her over the years. Braden, you know better than anyone on this field the ups and downs of archery.
Oh, for sure. There's been times in my career where, you know, I've thought about stepping away and getting a real job just for the consistency of it. And I mean, as close as was 2017, I was, you know, struggling. I kept making the shoot downs, I kept making to the end, and I just couldn't seal the deal. And it wasn't like lack of comfort or lack of, you know, mental discipline. It was just the breaks weren't falling in my way. And then I got to what I thought was going to be my last tournament. I ended up making the bronze medal match, qualifying for the World Cup final, and it just sparked things, reunited, and I had one of the best quarters of my career. I ended up winning the World Cup final and then winning 2 more USADs after that. And it was just like...
It was an impressive run, dude. I mean, seriously.
It's exactly what happens here. It's like, it's justification of all the hard work and all the effort you've put in, and it's almost beyond words.
Wow. Down on the scoring side of things, judges having confirmation look at the score, which would put Alex Zuelta up 2 set points to 0. First one to 6 wins.
Now, I wouldn't be surprised to see Erin come back here and tie it up 2-2. She is a match play specialist, and she is a fighter.
It's amazing the distance. 70 meters logs in somewhere close to 77 yards at a 12.2 centimeter 10 ring. The practice it takes, the discipline it takes, the amount of information that these archers have got to process in order to get that shot together, especially with wind blowing in these conditions, is absolutely incredible. The level of competition piled on top of all of that. And here we have the gold medal match for the Recurve senior women. And a good shot. So in the 8 ring, you can see some of the wind playing with our camera as well.
And the distance difference between 50 meters and 70 meters may not seem a lot, but I would imagine, from, you know, personal experience, the arrows drifting probably 2 times as far in that extra 20 meters. With just the depletion of energy.
Yeah, and you have to think too with the recurve bow, some of these recurve senior women pulling back somewhere in the neighborhood of 42 pounds. And so you would think that the speed of the arrow with their draw length is probably somewhere close to maybe what, 195 to 200 feet per second?
Yes, for sure.
Where a compound can go up to someone who's tall with a 60-pound bow with a long draw length can get up to 200,
300 pounds.
Yeah, 300 feet per
yeah.
second. So you're talking about a slower arrow falling victim to this wind, especially over a longer distance.
All right, a 9 here will tie the set. A 10 will win. Good shot. 7 high. She needs to move her sight. All those impacts are up there. So Erin will take the set, tied 2-2.
Just like you called it. I mean, you said that Erin would rebound with her experience as Zuelta, the 21-year-old out of Florida, now at Emmanuel College in Georgia studying kinesiology.
Right. Knowing Erin, I bet she came into the match not expecting to win, but confident and in herself and her ability. And I think that first end kind of threw her for a loop, and now she's a little angry.
I mean, you would have to think with her experience, with Erin's experience in this, knowing that here you have Zuelta, who doesn't have as much, especially in the pressure cooker that is the gold medal match, you just kind of would have a little bit of that extra swagger, you know, going into this match. So, at the end of our second group of arrows, our second end, we're tied up at 2 set points apiece. As 70 meters downrange, you can see those targets are cleared now, arrows are pulled, and we're going to be starting our third end of competition. I know you and I both are really keeping a close eye on those wind conditions, because we've mentioned it before, 70 meters downrange, what you're feeling at the spot where you're standing versus what you're looking at. The good thing about this gold medal match field of play is that there are some extra flags around here that we don't have on our qualifying rounds.
Right, all those extra banners are just extra flags, extra windsocks.
Yeah, might be a little overload at some point.
Yeah, the wind is blowing right to left, and a good place to aim with the recurve is probably right 6, right 5. There's no doubt in my mind these archers are aiming off in the blue to the right side.
In the blue to the right side, yeah, that's called aiming off, and
Aiming off, right.
that's pretty far.
And you'll see most recurvers go with the aiming off method because they don't have the bubble to the level of the sight to maintain a consistent cant, as we call it. Good shot, 8 right. He's getting the elevation dialed.
Right now, was there a sight adjustment for Alex Zuelta?
She's looking over left, so she's monitoring the clicker. She's coming through. That's a high 8-9 liner. My guess is it's a 9.
Now, the only reason she wouldn't be grabbing some clicks is if, I guess, it's breaking in that exact point. Ooh, and a high 6 from Mickelberry. You can see there's another 6 up there. So an opportunity for Zuelta if she can just start pulling those arrows down into that 10 ring.
Yeah, I just got to move that sight.
For Zuelta, she actually has a coach, a remote coach. Her coach is in Arizona, and they've gotten to the point now where she'll send videos. They'll analyze. So an 8-7 liner.
It's not the response Erin was hoping for there.
No.
So that puts her at 21, a 5 or better, 6 or better on arrow lines. Yeah, that'll do it. 4-2. But that group's the size of the 10 ring. She just needs to move that sight down.
Does it frustrate you sitting here? It does me just a little bit. Like you almost want to reach out and just say, grab some clicks.
There she goes. She's moving it. Okay. Yeah, it's I wouldn't say frustrating, but it's just kind of like you said, her coach is remote, so she has no one in her coach's box there. It's just something that an extra pair of eyes would notice and just remind her, just something simple like that that's so easy to overlook because she's focusing on the fundamentals. She's focusing on staying calm. She's focusing on her shot, and it's just something that can get away, something so mundane and easy that you just need a subtle reminder for.
Yeah, because although she has outscored Erin Mickelberry in this particular set and goes up 4-2, it's that when the pressure's on, if you need it, you've got to have it dialed in.
Right, and she's probably dialed in for how she was shooting earlier in the wind and the rain, and that would make sense as far as how much her arrow was dropping when the string got wet. But now that she's dialed in, I think we should see a higher end total here.
And sometimes, Braden, is there times when you're like, no, it's got to be me, it's not the sight? Like sometimes does it take a few arrows to figure out or to convince yourself that it's what you need?
Yes, it can, unless you make one of those perfect shots and you know something hits. And even then, you may be like, maybe it was the arrow, maybe the knock broke or something like that. But in this case, it's been 9 arrows straight.
Yeah, good point.
She's gotten a good average. She can crank that sight.
All right, so Alex Zuelta has made the move. She's grabbed a few clicks. We'll see if it's enough. But this is where Erin Mickelberry shines. Very steady shooter. Throughout the years, it's just shown constant scores, has been very steady. Has found herself in this situation before. And the mistakes she made in the last end to Erin Mickelberry do not make a difference. So here goes Mickelberry starting us off. The goal in this one is to keep this match alive and grab these 2 set points to take us 4-4.
There we go.
What a start.
I didn't want to jinx it, but I said, I bet this arrow's going to find the 10 ring. I was thinking it in my head.
The commentator's jinx.
All right, we got the elevation down now.
All right, so
her clicker slipped off the arrow there, so now we may be under a time crunch.
10 seconds remaining on the clock.
Okay, she should be fine. She's back with 6 seconds.
We're at 5. And
good shot.
Yep.
8 right.
Okay. So that could have been disastrous, but really not that bad considering the time rush.
She stayed calm. Got it taken care of. Good shot. Right on cue.
I was just going to say, like, this is the time for Zuelta to find that middle.
It's a good shot.
Good shot. There was
left
a gusto.
8, 9 line right.
Yep. We'll have to see how that scores. It kind of looks like an 8.
It does look like an 8. It's kicked the wrong way. Good shot here. She can take the championship. She did her part. There it is, a 9.
Wow.
What a shot.
Unbelievable.
Right, so now it's going to come down to that arrow call for Erin on the left side. If that if Erin's arrow has the line, they'll be going to a fifth set. But if it's an 8, it's over.
This is unbelievable.
Erin seems convinced.
And a big hug. Wow. Your 8th place qualifier, Alex Zuelta, who came in here with no expectations, had told me with COVID she'd lost the motivation, didn't feel like she trained hard enough to be here, and really dug deep and continuously finds herself in an wow situation, and now on the verge of being crowned U.S. Open champion.
And her groupings in this final have been great. They've been wonderful for the conditions. And once she got dialed in, she put that 10-9-8 in there, and that's going to win a lot of sets in these conditions. So
and how about what do you think? The most critical sight adjustment she's made in her career so far?
Oh, absolutely, without a doubt. And I'm excited to see where this boost of confidence will take her. To see if she's more competitive. Not more competitive, if she's just going to be able to springboard this into possibly a position.
Absolutely right.
For the next year.
Yeah. Alex Zuelta is a name that we could hear. And don't forget, with the Olympics being postponed and how things are working out, I mean,
who knows?
Who knows?
The sky's the limit.
Sky's the limit. Wow. Boy, she's going to head back to her brand new home in Georgia with a smile on her face tonight.
And a story for all of the college parties.
And confirmation for Alex Zuelta, as we just got our indication from the judge that she is the gold medal winner here at the 2020 USA Archery US Open. And I can't wait to get her on the headset and talk to her, because the smile on her face is huge. What a match. What an adjustment to make. Incredible. I think people all around her, I can hear her name being spoken behind us, and people are just like, wow, that was absolutely amazing. And it's really what elimination matches, those head-to-head matches, can create. When you show up on Saturday morning, it doesn't matter how you qualified. If you're in it, you have a chance to win it. You can just climb and climb and climb. That was awesome. So as we await Alex Zuelta, a 21-year-old from Florida, to get on our headset so we can talk to her about her match. I mean, going in there, guaranteed a silver, and she just had zero expectations. And I think, we saw, like you were saying before, really good groupings from her. Just had to reset that sight. So, that's what you're looking for as an archer. Well, Alex, Greg White here. Congratulations on your win. I mean, we talked earlier. How are you feeling right now?
Oh, my God. All I can do is laugh. Oh, my God.
What I want to know is, we saw it from our perspective. You didn't have a coach in your box, but we knew 9 arrows into this. We were sitting there saying, when are you going to adjust that sight? And you made it at the right time.
Oh, my gosh.
Well, how are you feeling right now, and what's going on through your mind through the match?
I am just like adrenaline and shaking. Yeah, I wasn't aiming in the middle. I was like aiming off the whole time. Kind of, like, give or take depending on the wind, because like it's times it died, but most of the time I was just aiming off at different spots. Yeah.
Well, that was amazing. And so, listen, we talked about this. You have a new place in Georgia. You're going to a new school. Where are you going to be hanging your gold medal in your new place?
Oh man, I guess somewhere on my wall, somewhere with command hooks or something like that, and put it in my dorm somewhere.
Yeah. When's it going to sink in that you are USA Archery 2020 US Open champion?
I don't know. Probably when I have no idea. Probably.
Listen, I know that you're excited about this, and I know this is completely unexpected, but congratulations. You're the best shooter in the United States.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
All right, Alex Zuelta will enjoy this victory for quite a while. All right, one more match to come in this one. It's the biggest name in the sport of USA Archery. Coming up, it's the men's senior recurve USA Archery 2020 US Open marches on.
one chance, one moment, one shot.
Announcing the new, patent-pending Carboflex Stabilizers. A biocomposite blend of carbon and flax. Flax plant yields a natural fiber with very advanced properties. Flax offers 3 times the vibration dampening of glass and 20% more than carbon. Natural composites are up to 15% lower weight than carbon fiber. True Ball Excel. We make archery better.
That's a good feeling to know I can make this bow do whatever I want it to do and it will react. This thing is just so much more stable and it just controls an arrow so well. Coolest part about it is all you need is a Torx wrench and a couple of Allen wrenches and you can just stand there on the line. You don't have to run and put it in the press and move those shims. This is a dream to work with right now.